city lights, there's a higher calling on all our lives. Let's live to love, not just survive. Wake up, what are we waiting for?
Hello everyone, welcome to event number 5 of Season 4 Team Mamas vs. Team Spin Master competition. But before we get into the races, let's check out the overall points since event number 4. So, as of now, the Master Jacknator and Austin Rojas are tied for the points lead with 35 points. I gave it to the Master Jacknator because I think you made it past, I think you made it like one round better than Captain's Curse, so I gave it to Dragon. And then Monster Jam Firestorm is literally right behind them in the World Finals 20 Avenger with 33 points. And then Monster Jam Collector 2007 with 32. So all four of these guys right here are extremely close in points. And then we have Mac Bulldog Mac and El Matador with 27. Isaac J 1888 with 24 points. Savage Boy 84 with 22 points. Monster Jam Collector Racing with 22 points. Monster Jam Bro with 20 points. And rounding out your top 10, that one guy in the Blackout Higher Education who jumps up way high after that after his impressive performance in event number 4. But right now, guys, just look for your name. I will try to go down as slow as I can. So just look for your name, see how many points you have. And as y'all know, we are halfway through the season right now. And there are still quite a few guys who have not made it past round number 1. I think there's like 8 guys, or like 6 guys, I think. And there you go, starting with Curry Gaming and ending it all off with Shane Licardi. So sadly, Shane Licardi is in last place. That was just due to his poor performance in event number 4. So that is the overall points as of event number 4. So now let's get into the races for event number 5. Okay guys, so here are your races for round number 1. We're going to kick it all off with the Blackout El Toro Loco and the Breaking World Records Brodozer. Then we're going to head on down here. Like I always do say, all of these races are randomized, but if I did put you up against someone you have already faced in round number 1 before, I apologize. I think one of them was Donkey Kong in Anger Management, but oh well, I'm already going with it. That's going to be a good race. I think that was the rematch of event number 3. Event number 3's championship race, I should say. And sorry for the little delay in event number 5, you guys. I've just been very busy with school. I think I'm in like the last 2 weeks of school, and finals week is coming up. So, yeah. And there's your previous champion, Monster Jam Collector 2007 in Goldberg. He takes on the Spin Master Monster Mutt from Mix 16. Lots of great races here in round number 1, of course. We could see some upsets here in round number 1. Who knows? And ending it all off with the Dirty to Clean Thunderbus and Kraken. So, without further ado, let's get event number 5 started. And we do have a lot of sunlight in this event this time, so I don't need to bring out my huge studio light this time. So now it's time to start event number 5. And El Toro Loco takes out Brodozer. I believe that is back-to-back events where the Brodozer lost in round number 1. I believe that is back-to-back events where Brodozer lost in round number 1, so interesting. And El Toro Loco takes out Soldier Fortune. They're both turned to the left, by the way. Next up, we have Rage and Steel taking on Cyborg. And Rage and Steel takes out Cyborg. Next up, we have the Galaxy's Megalodon taking on the Holiday Stun Truck. And Megalodon takes out the Stun Truck. Next up, we have the Breaking World Records Monster Mutt Dalmatian taking on the Yellow Toro Loco. And, a great race here, but I believe it's Dalmatian. They are both slightly turned to the left, by the way, you guys. Here, I'll go down. So this is straight. And yeah, they're both turned to the left. And I can tell automatically, Dalmatian takes out the Yellow Toro Loco. Next up, we have Donkey Kong taking on Anger Management. And Donkey Kong takes out Anger Management with a wheelie. Next up, we have Heartbreaker taking on Surf Monster. Good race, and Heartbreaker takes out Surf Monster. Next up, we have the Spectre Flames El Matador taking on Thunder 4x4. A good race. And it's going to go to El Matador taking out Thunder 4x4. Next up, we have the Inverse Northern Nightmare taking on Steel Striker. And Inverse Northern Nightmare is going to get the win. Next up, we have the Showtime Trucks Gravedigger taking on Utter Madness. And it's going to be Utter Madness barely taking out Gravedigger with a block. Next up, we have the Mud Trucks Avenger taking on the Gears Son of a Digger. Ooh, a great race, and Avenger takes out Son of a Digger. Next up, we have a rematch of the championship race in event number 3. We have Galaxy's Pirates Curse taking on Survivor. And Galaxy's Pirates Curse takes out Survivor once again. Next up, we have the Gears Max D taking on Wise Guy. And it's going to be Max D taking out Wise Guy. And yet again, my voice gets cut off at the end because I hit the stop recording button way too early. And a good race between these two elemental trucks, and I believe it's Zombie. And yes, it is going to be Zombie getting the win. Next up, we have the World Finals 20 Avenger taking on Wild Thing. And Avenger barely takes out Wild Thing. Next up, we have Chill Out taking on Great Bite. And, ooh, a very close race. They barely go far at all. But your winner's going to be Chill Out, taking out Great Bite. Now here's a good race. The Black Guide Higher Education takes on the Spectre Flames Iron Outlaw. Wow, look at that. They both do wheelies. And Spectre Flames Iron Outlaw takes out Higher Education. Maybe we go from the top angle as well. Next up, we have the Blackout Monster Mutt Dalmatian taking on Super Trucker. And Super Trucker takes out the Blackout Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Next up, we have the Mix 15 Maximum Destruction taking on the Blackout Max D. And Maximum Destruction takes out the Blackout Max D. Next up, we have Goldberg taking on the Mix 16 Monster Mutt. And Goldberg takes out Monster Mutt. That's her previous champ, by the way. Next up, we have the Blackout Gravedigger taking on the Gears Earthshaker. And Gears Earthshaker takes out Gravedigger. Next up, we have Nightmare Express taking on the Breaking World Records El Toro Loco. And Breaking World Records El Toro Loco, big win over Nightmare Express. Next up, we have the Pink Scarlet Bandit taking on the Galaxy Zombie. And the Galaxy Zombie takes out the Pink Scarlet Bandit. Next up, we have your points leader taking on Patrick Fleming's truck. And your points leader takes out Patrick Fleming's truck. Pretty dear. Next up, we have the OCD Meltdown taking on the Spectre Flames Monster Mutt. And the OCD Meltdown takes out the Monster Mutt with ease. Next up, we have the Blackout Team Hot Wheels Firestorm taking on the Mix 16 Son of a Digger. And Son of a Digger takes out the Blackout Team Hot Wheels Firestorm. Next up, we have the Purple 30th Anniversary Gravedigger taking on Spectre Flames Spike Unleashed. Wow, that was a cool wreck. But it's going to be going to the Purple 30th Anniversary Gravedigger, but that was probably the crash of this season so far. Next up, we have Saigon Shaker taking on the Gears Soldier Fortune. And Soldier Fortune takes out Saigon Shaker. Next up, we have the Red Scarlet Bandit taking on the Breaking World Records Soldier Fortune. And, oh, I thought Red Scarlet Bandit had it, but it's going to go to the Breaking World Records Soldier Fortune. Next up, we have the Mix 15 Gravedigger the Legend taking on the Boneyard Trucks Mohawk Warrior. And, wow, that was another good race. And I thought Gravedigger the Legend lost that race, but he comes back to take out the Boneyard Trucks Mohawk Warrior. Next up, we have the Mud Trucks Captain's Curse taking on the Breaking World Records Zombie. And it's going to go to your points leader as they both turn to the left. By the way, they are. And there's the proof for you guys. And your final race of round number 1 is going to be between the Dirty to Clean Thunderbus and Kraken. And Kraken, huge win over Thunderbus. So these 32 trucks do get a total of 1 point for event number 5. So sorry guys, better luck next time. Here are the races for round number 2. We're going to kick it all off with the Blackout El Toro Loco and the Galaxy's El Toro Loco. So we got an El Toro Loco battle to kick off round number 2. So very nice. We got 2 red, white, and blue trucks down here. That'll be a good race right there. Same with Galaxy Zombie and your points leader. ended it all off with your points leader and Kraken. And by the way, when I say points leader, both of these trucks, Captain's Curse and Dragon, are tied for the points lead. So, there you guys go. First up, we have an El Toro Loco battle between the Blackout and the Galaxies. And it's going to be the Galaxies taking out the Blackout. Next up, we have Rage and Steel taking on the Galaxies Megalodon. And Rage and Steel flips, and that gives the win to the Galaxies Megalodon. Next up, we have the Breaking World Records Monster Mutt Dalmatian taking on Donkey Kong. And wow, Donkey Kong takes out Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Next up, we have Heartbreaker taking on the Spectre Flames El Matador. And Heartbreaker takes out El Matador, so there's an upset. Next up, we have the Inverse Northern Nightmare taking on Utter Madness. And, ooh, very close race, actually. Both, turned their separate ways there, which is ironic. And Utter Madness barely takes out Utter Madness barely takes out Inverse Northern Nightmare. I don't know why I almost said Utter Madness twice, but doesn't matter. He gets the win. Next up, we have the Mud Trucks Avenger taking on the Galaxy's Pirate's Curse. And Mud Trucks Avenger takes out Galaxy's Pirate's Curse. Next up, we have the Gears Max D taking on the Elemental Trucks Zombie. And Max D takes out Zombie. Next up, we have the World Finals 20 Avenger taking on Chill Out. And Avenger takes out Chill Out. Next up, we have the Spectre Flames Iron Outlaw taking on Super Trucker. Wow, they both do wheelies, although Iron Outlaw flipped over at the end. And I gotta stand up, this one's close. Oh, I can tell automatically, Iron Outlaw takes out Super Trucker, but good race. Next up, we have the Mixed 15 Maximum Destruction taking on your previous champ. And your previous champ takes out Maximum Destruction. Next up, we have the Gears Earthshaker taking on the Breaking World Records El Toro Loco. And Earthshaker takes out El Toro Loco by doing a wheelie, and he only has one tire up in the air. That tire right there is not touching the ground, so that was kind of funny. Next up, we have the Galaxy Zombie taking on your points leader. And it's gonna be your points leader taking out Galaxy Zombie. Next up, we have the OCD Meltdown taking on the Mix 16 Son of a Digger. And the OCD Meltdown gets a push from Son of a Digger for the win. Next up, we have the Purple 30th Anniversary Gravedigger taking on the Gears Soldier Fortune. And Soldier Fortune takes out Gravedigger. Next up, we have the Breaking World Records Soldier Fortune taking on the Mix 15 Gravedigger the Legend. And Gravedigger the Legend takes out Soldier Fortune, I think. Yep, he will. And your final race of round number 2 is going to be between your points leader and Kraken. And your points leader takes out Kraken. So these 16 trucks do get a total of 3 points for event number 5. So sorry guys, better luck next time. Which does include Mac Bulldog Mac and Savage Boy 84. So I believe they were both in the top 10 for points. So we'll see what happens. Here are your trucks for round number 3. We're going to kick it all off with a Galaxy battle with El Toro Loco and Megalodon. Then we're going to head on down here. And ended it all off with the Mix 15 Gravedigger the Legend and your points leader. So let's get round number 3 underway. First up, we have a Galaxy battle between El Toro Loco and Megalodon. And Megalodon, smooth win over El Toro Loco. Next up, we have Donkey Kong taking on Heartbreaker. And, ooh, very good race. And I believe it's Donkey Kong. And yes, Donkey Kong takes out Heartbreaker. Next up, we have Utter Madness taking on the Mud Trucks Avenger. And, oh wow, they both flip over. But I believe it's Avenger. And Avenger takes out Utter Madness. Next up, we have the Gears Max D taking on the World Finals 20 Avenger. And it's going to Avenger over Max D. Next up, we have the Spectre Flames Iron Outlaw taking on your previous champ. And your previous champ takes out Iron Outlaw. Next up, we have the Gears Earthshaker taking on your points leader. And your points leader takes out Earthshaker. Next up, we have the Gears Soldier Fortune taking on the OCD Meltdown. And I believe it's OCD Meltdown. And yes, it's OCD Meltdown. I don't know why I mixed up the Gears Soldier Fortune and OCD Meltdown's names, but oh well. Here's your final race of the round number 3. We have the Mix 15 Gravedigger the Legend taking on your points leader. And it's your points leader taking out Gravedigger the Legend. So these 8 trucks do get a total of 5 points for event number 5. And that's pretty much right in the middle, you guys. I don't know if that might help you or if that will sadly cost you, but I don't know. So here are your 8 trucks who lost in round number 3. So now let's go check out the races for the quarterfinals. So here are your races for the quarterfinals. We're going to kick it all off with the Galaxy's Megalodon and Donkey Kong. Then we have an Avenger battle between the Mud Trucks, Green, and the World Finals 20. Then we have your previous champ taking on your points leader. And your final race is between OCD Meltdown and your points leader as well. So a very good quarterfinals. I'm interested to see who will win. So let's go to the first race between these two guys. And Donkey Kong takes out the Galaxy's Megalodon. There we go. Why is my camera out of focus? There we go. Next up, we have the Mud Trucks Avenger taking on the World Finals 20 Avenger. And the Mud Trucks Avenger blocks the World Finals 20 Avenger. Now here's a big race. We have your previous champ taking on your points leader. So this might have big effects on the points. We'll see what happens. And it's going to your points leader, taking out your previous champ. And your final race of the quarterfinals is going to be between the OCD Meltdown and the Mud Trucks Captain's Curse. And it's going to go to the OCD Meltdown, taking out your points leader. So I believe Dragon is going to be your points leader, and I'm pretty sure Captain's Curse is going to be in second. So there you go. So these 4 trucks do get a total of 7 points for event number 5. And that's pretty good, you guys. Which does include Monster Jam Firestorm, who was 3rd in the point standings. And Monster Jam Collector 2007, who was your previous champion. I'm pretty sure he was 4th last time. And Austin Rojaz in the Mud Trucks Captain's Curse. He was tied for the points lead. And I'm pretty sure he'll be in 2nd. And yeah, we'll check out the overall point standings in the beginning of event number 6. So stay tuned for that, you guys. Alrighty, you guys, here are your trucks in the semifinals. Inside of Donkey Kong, you have Monster Jam Bro. Inside of the Mud Trucks Avenger, you have Dora Z. Inside of the Blackout Dragon, you have your points leader, the Master Jackinator. And inside of the OCD Meltdown, you have Isaac J1888. So we have 3 Hot Wheels Monster Jam trucks and only 1 Spin Master truck. So it's looking like Hot Wheels might take a 4-1 lead, but never count out the Spin Master trucks. And I'm pretty sure both of these trucks have made it to the semifinals before. We have a winner. He was your winner of event number 1, the first event. And Isaac J1888 has not made it to the championship race. Neither have these 2, and I don't believe these 2 have ever made it to the semifinals. So there you guys go. Let's go to the first race. Who is the first truck moving into the championship race? Donkey Kong or Avenger? It's gonna be, I believe it's Donkey Kong. But that was an amazing race. And just barely it is Donkey Kong. So sorry to Dora Z and the Mud Trucks Avenger. You did very well, my friend, very well. 9 points is nothing to be ashamed of. That'll definitely help you out in the overall point standing. So there you go. But Monster Jam Bro is in the championship race in Donkey Kong. So who's going to join Monster Jam Bro in the championship race? The Master Jackinator or Isaac J1888? It's gonna be Isaac J1888. So sorry to the Master Jackinator and the Blackout Dragon. You did very well, my friend, very well. 9 points is definitely gonna help you out in the overall point standings. You have definitely taken the points lead away from Austin Rojas, so congratulations on that. But better luck next time in event number 6. But Isaac J1888 is joining Monster Jam Bro in the championship race in Ryan Albin's truck. So these 2 trucks do get a total of 9 points for event number 5, and that is very well, you guys, very well. That does include your points leader. I know for a fact that he is now your points leader, taking it away from Austin Rojas and the Captain's Curse. And yeah, so now let's go check out the trucks in the championship race right now. In the championship race of event number 5, inside of Donkey Kong, you have Monster Jam Bro, and inside of the OCD Meltdown, you have Isaac J 1888. So this is a very good championship race. I did not expect Donkey Kong to make it this far. OCD Meltdown, maybe, I don't know. But I'm very excited to see who your winner is, so let's go check out the first race right now. The Goop Truck wins the first race. Will Isaac J 1888 win event number 5 and become a brand new champion in the OCD Meltdown? Or will Monster Jam Bro get a win in time for us one more race in Donkey Kong? No, he will not. Isaac J 1888 is your winner of event number 5 in Ryan Albin's truck. So congratulations, man. You get 15 points and you are the winner of event number 5. That is definitely going to help you in the overall points standings. I believe you were 9th or 11th. I don't think you were 10th, but you were either 9th or 11th the last time I checked on the overall points. So yes, congratulations, my friend. So sorry to Monster Jam Bro and Donkey Kong. You did very well, my friend, very well. 12 points is definitely going to help you out in the overall point standings, so nothing to be ashamed of. You'll have a great chance of trying to win event number 6, so better luck next time, my friend. So that was event number 5, you guys. We got ourselves a brand new champion, and it's the Goop Truck. So make sure to crush that like button if you guys like this video. Why not consider subscribing? It's 100% free. You guys can always undo it. We are on the road to 700 subscribers right now. We are like 5 subscribers away, you guys. Come on. If you're a new person and you see a big red subscribe button, please click it. Again, I'm not forcing you guys to. It is free. You guys can always undo it. But I just want to get to 700 subscribers as quickly as I can. My grammar is getting very worse. Or, see what I mean? My grammar is getting worse every video, but oh well. And also, why not follow me on Instagram at MonsterJamFan0311. You guys get exclusive content on stuff that I'm going to post, and you get to reserve trucks for Monster Jam sign-up series and points competitions. It is always worth it, you guys, but I don't force you guys to. My link for my Instagram is down in my description. It is down there. If you read my description, I would suggest clicking on it. Wait, I'm not trying to force you guys to do that. I don't know why I said that then. I'm starting to stutter, and yeah. So, one last congratulations to Isaac G 1888 and the OCD Meltdown for winning event number 5. Congratulations, my friend. So, event number 6 should be out sometime tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that. So, this is your boy, Monster Jam Fan 0311, signing out.